festivities of raising families in today's fast-paced world is handing down religious beliefs to the next generation. Many parents find it difficult to accept that their children do not embrace their practices with the same passion that they themselves do. As Muslims the world over mark Eid al-Adha today, JoyNews' Daniel Dazi visited a family in Nima to learn how the old and young are defining modern trends to prepare for the celebrations together.
For non-Muslims and most Ghanaians, that's the majority, Eid is just one of those other holidays. We see cows like this tied in the front of homes, and we see meat ready to be eaten. But for the majority of the Muslim population in the country, Eid is much more than just festivities or just a chance to feast. Eid is a deeply spiritual journey that completes their religion. Today we've come to the home of Alhaji Ibrahim Musa here in Nima to find out what Eid means to him and how he will be spending his day with his family.
It has connection or link with the Hajj. And the Hajj happens to be the last pillar of Islam, the 5 pillars. Hajj has to be the last. So after the performance in Mecca, on the 9th day, all Muslims are assembled at Arafat, Mount Arafat. So on the 10th day, after the Arafat, on the 10th day, they come home or slaughter. That is the Eid Adha. It has something to do with Abraham. When God ordered Abraham to slaughter his son Ishmael. So when he was about to do it, and then God gave him the ram to do the slaughtering. So that is the Eid al-Adha, the feast of sacrifice. It is done after the last month of the lunar calendar. That is the Islamic calendar, which is the 10th day.
I see you are preparing to celebrate the Eid with your family. Why is it so important for you to hand down this tradition to the next generation?
It's very important. You see, what I previously told you is all about Islam, the 5 pillars. The last one is, so you have to teach them about the sacrifice, what goes into it, the blessing that goes into it, and all that. So you have to teach your family. Let them learn what Eid Adha is all about. You know, we have 2 Eid. We have Eid al-Fitr, that is after Ramadan. 3 months, and then we have the Eid al-Adha.
Right. Well, it's a rainy Eid today, but we've come to Alhaji Ibrahim Musa's home to find out how he'll be preparing for today's prayer and subsequent feasting and festivities. So, Alhaji, let's go inside and meet the rest of the family. So we've now entered Alhaji Ibrahim's compound. I can see around me there's a lot of activity. It's a rainy Eid, but we still have a lot of people preparing to go out and pray. As you can see, we have grandma here entering our shop.
My name is Jamila. See, I have 1 kid, and my husband's name is Abubakar. And today's preparation, as you can see, it's a blessed day, actually.
So you see the rain as a blessing?
Yeah, it's a blessing because yesterday was Arafat, Makkah, and we all see it as a refreshing kind of thing to our souls and our lives. So, Alhamdulillah, we're having a good day.
You mentioned that you have 1 child, yeah. A male or a female?
A male, yeah.
So today is Eid. I'm sure you're preparing to go for prayers, yeah. And is he involved?
Yeah, of course. He will. Even if he was born today, I will definitely take him there. Yeah, because it's a blessed day and nobody wants to miss it. It's a kind of blessing that God blesses us with this, and even seeing the year comes by to meet you, you know, we say Alhamdulillah to that. Yeah, so
it's a way of giving thanks to God?
Thanks to God, yeah, yeah.
So tell me about how you are making sure that your children and the members of your extended family take the tradition seriously.
Oh, it's something we've been doing it since time immemorial, and everybody knows the importance of it. So taking part in it, no, it's not like you're going to be forced in it. We were born in it.
So what's the rest of the day looking like for you?
So here we go to the mosques. After we come back from the mosque, we kill our cattle and the sheep and the rest to mark the day. Yeah. to make the day complete.
And then there's feasting.
Of course. It's going
I hope we're invited too.
Yeah, you are both invited.
Yeah, I'm sure you are invited as well. Watching us. There's still a number of members of the family we will be speaking to. I have been joined by a young lady here, Baraka Disala.
Baraka Kadi.
What's your name?
My name is Fatima Ibrahim. As a Muslim, we use this Eid. This is the festival of sacrifice. And we use it to remember when Abraham was supposed to sacrifice his son, and Allah asked him to use a nearby ram. So its significance is for us to celebrate the sacrifice God asked Abraham to do. Yeah.
As a young lady, as a growing Muslim, do you think it's important that we take festivities and holidays like this seriously?
Yes, we have to, because it completes our religion. It is something we have to all do well to celebrate. If you have the means, you sacrifice the cattle or the ram or even the camel, if you have the means. It is something that completes our religion.
So it's also a matter of your devotion to Allah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a matter of devotion, and it completes our religion.
Since you are a young person, let me ask this one. A lot of times on holidays like this, people want to go out, have fun, revelry of sorts. So what's your take on that?
Yes, even in the religion states that during Eid, you visit your neighbors, go out and make merry. So it is all part of the festivities. It is very important. It brings about communal living. It's part of it. You are supposed to visit your neighbors, visit other family members you haven't seen in a while. It's all part of it.
But what about those who decide to go to places like beaches, to bars and things like that?
Yes, they are making merry, but you do it in a religious manner. You don't do it as something that goes contrary to the religion. You are supposed to have fun. So if going to the beach is having fun, well, that's what it is.
Okay, thank you very much, Fatima. So we are still picking some views of general family members here. It's a large compound. I have Alaji back with me here. So Alaji, let me ask very quickly. After we come here, we know that we are going off to pray and then we are coming here. But tell us about the sacrifice. Did the whole compound come together to get the cow for the sacrifice?
Not necessarily. You see, everybody is entitled to slaughter his sacrificial, be it ram, be it cow, be it, as my daughter said, camel and what have you, if you have the means. So if you don't have the means, now we have only one cattle there. We don't have the means, you just slaughter the meat, you share it into 3 parts. One goes to the one for doing the slaughtering. 1/3 you share it to the household, and 1/3 outsiders. So if you don't have the means, you don't have to force yourself. You don't have to go and borrow money and then go and buy this and then slaughter. No. Yes.
So, for instance, for the cow out there, how much did it cost?
This one is about 3,200.
That's expensive.
Yes.
But it's worth.
Or if you can't afford, maybe 5 people will put together their money and then buy 1 cow and then share it. But it has got an age limit. If it's from, I think, 6 years or so. Cow, let's say 4 or 7 years. Cow which is good, which is fit. It has no scar, it has no deformation, and that whatever any maybe broken leg, broken horn. No, Allah will not accept it. Right. Full-grown cow.
So thank you, Alaji Ibrahim, for inviting us to your home, and have a great festivity today.
Okay.
Right. So so that's it. We've come to the home of a Muslim family preparing to go and pray. I'm sure that you will be seeing more pictures of how the Eid al-Adha is celebrated. But for Joy News, my name is Daniel Dazi. I'm reporting from the home of Alhaji Ibrahim Musa here in Nima.